Well, I've never put a full-on curse on somebody because that can get you for generations, and I'll talk about the differences between curses.
Love this.
Okay.
I mean, I've never put a curse on anyone.
I'm a good vampire.
I love talking about the minutia of being a vampire.
It's time to get wild.
That was wild. Welcome to That Was Wild. I'm Adam Macias, and this episode is going to be wild. This is a show where I bring my wildly funny friends on to talk about the wild things happening in the world, and we try to have a wild time while doing it. And you wild timers might be asking, hey, what is wild? What are the wild things are? Well, the wild things are the things that remind us of us being like, hey, we're just fucking wild animals with suits. That's what this show's all about. And also, it's whatever the fuck you want it to be. It's wild. And this week's special guest to help me figure out what the wild things are, he's an amazing, hilarious comedian. He is about to have his, hopefully not, final performance of his one-man show, one-person show, and shirts, one-person shirt. It's Kenny Gray, everybody!
Hello, thank you for having me, Adam. This is great. And just so you know, I wear a lot of shirts on that show.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like too many shirts.
I would say I should have named the show that.
Too many shirts. Oh, great, dude. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. You're
of course.
A hilarious comedian, performer, writer.
Yeah, I don't know what the word is to describe it.
Yeah,
I do.
You do one of my favorite Christmas characters of all time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's when I think we did a show together and I was like, this guy's a fucking genius.
I have done that twice and I'm concerned about putting that on the internet. Not because it's like awful, but just because it's like a really dirty character.
I did a dirty character that show as well.
That was the point of the show.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't do that show. I can't do that character online either. It's the guy who is the only person that's watching all the porn out there. That's the only everybody's saying I don't watch that. Okay.
No.
It just so happens to be the most viewed video on Pornhub. Yeah, but nobody's watching it. Okay.
It's you. You're the guy watching it.
It's just me, this one guy who is taking one for the team, if you will. But your character was
Jacob Marley.
That's what it was.
And the true story, because I guess it was like sort of like being like, you all haven't heard the real story, which is that when Jacob Marley, the guy with the chains who tells Scrooge, fix your life.
Yes.
When he walked into the room, Scrooge was jacking off. And that was it. He just wouldn't stop.
So good. So good.
Classic.
You say a line that says, you're about to brick in your mouth, I believe, or something along those lines. Might have improvised it.
Probably.
And I was like, this guy's a fucking genius. Let's get this guy on there. But
King of the jack-off character.
Kenny Goes to Sleep is the name of your show. Is a UCB when?
November 7th at 10 p.m.
That's only a few weeks away, ladies and gentlemen.
I think so. It's like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. And it's all jack-off characters?
Wall to wall. No, it's actually the pitch is I play all the characters in my dreams.
Oh.
But in reality, it is just a best of my character work over the past 2 years in LA.
Great.
So, but it is all people and scenes based on real life experiences or people I know.
Oh, cool.
So it is a collection as opposed to I play a fridge and a ketchup bottle or a band conductor, and it's all sort of like my opinions on those things or people I've met. So
I love it.
It's a lot of fun.
You were at Edinburgh Fringe?
I was there for 3.5 weeks.
Wow, that's intense. How many shows?
21.
21 shows.
Yeah.
And how was it? I've always wanted to go.
Well, I recommend it. It's really, it's like a comedy rite of passage, I feel like.
Yeah, totally.
But it is it felt like comedic exposure therapy. I mean, you do stand up, so maybe you get a little bit more of this than me as like a sketch guy. But the average audience size is 6 people.
Okay. Yeah. I get that all the time. That's
not what I meant.
Audiences.
Sorry. You're a stand-up comedian. You used to perform for nobody, right? No, that's not what I meant is that.
But it's true though. Yeah.
Tough audiences.
Yes.
And going and performing for truly general audiences. Like when you do a sketch show, it's a UCB or the Pack Theater or wherever.
It's your friends and they're all nerdy comedy people that are like, that's an homage to Bill and Mr. Bill Odenkirk Odenkirk.
Yes, Bill Odenkirk.
Who was I thinking of? Bob and David.
I thought you meant Mr. Bill, the SNL sketch where they throw the guy.
Yeah.
Need something to help keep you awake. Well, I've been really trying to cut down on my coffee lately. Then how about some drugs? Oh, no. Drugs are bad. And you kids out there should never, ever use them. Oh, come on. Try some.
But so it was my first time doing the show to like a truly general audience who more often than not was seeing my show because of where it was versus what it was.
Nice.
And so you just get these people who it's raining, there's a bar. I'm the only thing that's like comedy at that time. So you get 6 people from Glasgow, Scotland who were just like bought a ticket because it was €6 or whatever.
Wow. And there's probably some interesting characters out of there, right? You're already writing your own show just off people coming to your show, huh?
I will say that there was a guy who came up to me and did this interaction. He came up to me at the end of my show, walked right up to me, offered his hand, and he went, "That was different." So I think that's a compliment in the UK. That was different.
How did that feel though? You feel good?
That was the experience of like, it gave me.
I love that he like ran away. That was different.
A lot of men just, and then walking away.
Which is like, hey, not bad. That's like a attaboy for a British person. You know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
as far as they don't, I mean, if they liked it, they really liked
They
it.
could have been like, get off, you cunts. Yeah? Get off, you cunts.
Oh, all the time, dude.
Hey, that's my beauty. I've never been to England. That's the first thing I would do.
I will
start throwing the cunt around.
They do. They are okay with their accents being made fun of.
Oh, really?
There was a woman in my show from Glasgow, and Glasgow, I guess, notoriously has an accent of like, "Oh, isn't that idea? Don't you know?
Yeah,
and she was talking
thick Scottish, right?
thick, and she was talking. I have a clown bit in my show where I interact with the audience, and I had no idea what she was saying in response to me. So I just started going like, "I don't know what you said," and she was liking it a lot.
Amazing. That's amazing. Well, that's also the beauty of general audiences is that they are relatively easy laughs.
Yes.
Just as if you do the silliest, kind of most relatable kind of whatever, then they'll do it, you know? Like
that was surprising to me of like, I think that's what I learned about like, oh, what does it mean to perform to people that aren't comedy nerds?
Yes.
And it just gave me like a thicker skin to deal with that, to not take audiences personally. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
totally. Sometimes it's just not for you, right?
Yeah. And, or just like, they're not laughing because they're tired, like, and they still like the show.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
they don't.
true.
Not. I learned that maybe not everyone hates me, and that I don't need to use my comedy as a way to prove that I should exist. You know what I mean?
I don't actually. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I said that, but I don't believe
That's
it.
what I will say. Going to Edinburgh, I always feel there's always like a trek of comedians and improvisers that go out there, and I will say like I'm always like, one of these years I'll go out there because I feel like it is like a rite of passage what you were saying.
Yeah.
And I do feel that I'm not a valuable to society until I get an Edinburgh Fringe show.
Well,
so,
I'll tell you this.
So congratulations on your being valuable.
Thank you. There's two. I'll respond to that in two ways. One, you are correct that there are like these amazing shows
Yes.
and amazing artists that go there. There are also people like specifically stand-ups who just go there to work on stuff.
Yeah.
And like if you approach it with that lens, you can really do it in a way more like I'm going on vacation to work on an hour.
That's awesome.
I met so many stand-up comedians who were there to be like, they booked like a true, like there's a place called the Caves. It's like a damp rock room, seats 10.
Oh.
And they're just there to talk. And they just, 5 people show up, they do their hour for 21 times and they come back and they're ready to rock.
That's cool,
As
man.
opposed to like, I'm Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I'm going to do my show where I have a lavalier and projections.
And it's the full thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was actually just talking to somebody about trying to do Fringe, the LA Fringe.
Oh, LA Fringe is great.
Yeah. And that's where you first started doing it, right?
Yeah.
Seems like a fun thing to do.
It's rewarding.
Yeah.
Ultimately. I think so. I think it's like you go out, you can do it. It's just like, it's like, right. What is that thing people say about scripts? Like writing a script gets you ahead of 50% of people.
Yeah.
Just doing a show, like whatever it is, you'll learn something. And so many people are just impressed that you did it. Like that's like, dude, you don't even have to write a fucking show.
Here's the thing. No one's watching you.
No.
They just care if you started a show. That's all that matters.
That's matters that you did. Hey, I did Fringe. It's like a guy told me that when he dropped out of Berkeley like a month before he was going to graduate. He said, I can still say I'm an alum. I was like, oh, okay.
That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, you're an Edinburgh alum, so congratulations.
Thank you. It was
my
a blast.
only experience knowing, what it's like is watching the show Baby Reindeer. So how much of your life was like Baby Reindeer? Just a quick question.
I watched Baby Reindeer before I went to Edinburgh.
Just to be prepared.
Well, I did it. I'll tell you this. I was watching it and I was like, wow, this is making it seem like very uplifting. Like,
yeah.
He's working. He's got a bar.
And then it gets real dark.
Yeah. I was like,
it gets real dark.
Never mind.
Yeah. And he's that was a real guy. So if anyone was watching, it's a comedian who is stalked, but then it also triggers some very dark memories and it's all based off of a real thing that happened where he broke down on stage. That's real. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So all this was real. And they eventually called it Baby Reindeer. I don't know why.
And it was in Edinburgh. It was an Edinburgh Fringe show about experience he had at Edinburgh Fringe and all, in addition to other stuff.
And essentially, he just broke down on stage, dropped the character. I think he's like in a leotard, like in a. I said that tard part pretty hard in that leotard. I don't know.
I didn't clock it.
It's okay. Okay. So he's a Leo. He was inside of his Leo neurodivergent and. Okay. So he just breaks down and essentially talks about this crazy dark experience, P. Diddy style experience, if you will.
The endless therapy. Had I just spoken about it sooner. Sometimes the thought of something can be scarier than the thing itself. The third mistake was putting this show in the comedy section.
And he became famous from that. And then he wrote a drama based off of it, which was a crazy thing. And that was your experience for Kenny Never Sleeps, correct? That's why you don't sleep, right?
If you subtract all of the trauma and substitute a little more privilege, then yeah, I think so.
That's awesome, man. Well, everybody should go check that out, Kenny. You're a hilarious dude.
Thank you.
Speaking of hilarious, we didn't even mention, this is our special Halloween episode. Would you call yourself into spooky stuff or are you a scaredy cat?
That's a good question. I would say that thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. I love you're like, why you winded all the way up for that one. That was great. Yeah.
I don't think I'm a scaredy cat, but other people probably think I am. I don't like a haunted house. I don't like gory movies. I haven't seen like Friday the 13th. I don't like
none of them? Never seen?
No.
You've never seen Friday the 13th? What about Jason X?
No. Oh, well, I was about to say I've seen Halloween. That's a different guy.
Yeah.
Different big scary dude.
Yeah. It's all about knives and people in your sleep.
That's not my favorite.
Was Freddy Krueger in your show? You should put him in your show. It's not too late.
Kenny goes to sleep.
And then Freddy Krueger's in there.
Well, hey, I mean, is Freddy, if you're out there, Freddy, I'm trying to get in touch with his people.
Oh, yeah. He's hard.
Freddy's book.
Yeah, he's all over the place, especially around Halloween. He's always stealing people's souls.
I see he's on Dropout, right? You see him doing the clips?
He's on Very Important People.
That's the sort of joke no one would get in Edinburgh.
That's just a UZB specific subscriber audience. You're not like a partaker of the spooky movies sort of thing.
No. Well, I'll say this. I really loved as a kid X-Files, Bigfoot, Aliens. So I think paranormal's more my bag.
So Alien, maybe not necessarily ghosty, but like spooky, something the world isn't fully explainable.
Like I like Paranormal Activity.
Oh, I love it.
That's the kind of thing I'm into, like more unsettling, real thriller.
Yes.
Or like Mindhunter or Silence of the Lambs.
Okay, so
like serial killers.
You're like
big fan of serial killers.
Big fan. Who is it? Who is it? Well, today's show, you're in luck because I got lots of ghosts.
Perfect.
I got a Bigfoot. I do. Bring them out. Squatch, baby. Squatchy boy. Hey, you got to have an Edinburgh Fringe show, my friend.
Bubba, you stink.
Well, without further ado, let's get into the wild, spooky things happening in the world. You mentioned Sasquatch. So this was recently trending online that a new Bigfoot video has appeared. And we like to start with things in the show that makes me afraid to go outside. And to surprise, that's this whole show. It's all spooky things that we should be afraid to go outside because the world is spooky. And I don't necessarily believe in all this stuff, but I'm a big fan of Henry and the Hendersons. So I think we're in a good spot. So a man's, I don't know what this man's satires video is. The video has provided some fun for people on the internet with some comments posting that the Bigfoot looks very similar to a Halloween costume. Interesting. Okay.
Dude, I mean, this is a Halloween Bigfoot, not a real one.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see.
Oh my God.
This is posted by eman580, which definitely knows how to be real. And what we're looking at is just a Bigfoot just kind of like just chilling on the, like he's like mid ponder. You know what I'm saying? Let's roll it. So he's in the forest, kind of just thinking and looking. And shaky video. He's got a little, and he's just looking over the camera, and the man is running away, Blair Witch style. We'll zoom out video.
So the critique of this is that it's not real.
Yeah, the critique of this is maybe it might be staged, like all Bigfoot videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, like, if you look at it, Bigfoot, is he chilling? Is he relaxing?
I do like the vibe Bigfoot's going on.
Bigfoot's vibe is very chillaxed right now, you know? That or he's stressed. Like he's just like, you know what, I just need to stay away from the little Bigfoot kids.
He's doing the artist way.
he's like, well, he's in the beginning, you can kind of see he's got this little fucking branch as like a toothpick that he's just kind of like, he's just smelling it. Also, I think there's roots at the bottom. Like he just picked it out of. It's a full-on branch, I believe. So, you think this is real?
100%.
Yeah?
No.
Well, no.
No, not at all.
What would you do if you're walking? You a big forest guy? You go to the forest?
Yeah, I grew up near the woods.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire forest. They got Bigfoot out there. Big feet?
I don't think there's a Bigfoot equivalent in New Hampshire, but there's for sure.
There's Jersey Devil.
There's Native American like spirit stuff.
Oh, interesting. You didn't run across anything like that?
No, but for sure, if I were in the woods and I saw this, I would shit my pants. Like truly, like I want to believe.
Yeah. Oh,
I did
X-Files,
believe that there was stuff in my woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no evidence of that. Just like a vibe.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, just a vibe. Just that feeling of like. Yeah, there's a feeling of like being in the forest and you're like, oh, I am in Mother Nature's realm right now.
For real though, you do feel that. You do feel like so we would go camping all the time out near Lake Tahoe, but like off the fucking beaten trail. Like my dad never liked to use an actual campsite. We literally just like on the side of the road. And it's, it's when there's not people around, we're like, oh, we're in their territory.
And there's bears up there, right?
Oh yeah, there's bears,
nice.
Mountain lions, deer, all that stuff. Bigfoot probably.
Yeah.
So let's say you're doing this, and for some reason you also busted out your camera, right? How would you get like a person like me who wants to believe, and you know that you're filming this, to get him to actually get to prove that it's real?
Okay. So I'm presenting this video as if, okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So I, first and foremost, really want to address you. I'm not a dumbass.
Okay.
Okay. I'm really not.
Okay. Cool.
Look, there's a lot of people out there.
And this is why you called me over your house today?
Yes.
Okay.
Look, there's a lot of people out there who say, look, a lot of people have these experiences with UFOs and stuff. And it really has to do with more of like, they are trying to resolve something inside themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Are you good? It seems like you've been maybe up for a few days.
I'm really trying to set you up that I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You
need to understand.
You seem very stressed.
No, I'm good.
You're good.
I'm totally
Where's your wife?
Where's my wife?
Yeah.
She's not able to handle what I'm going through right now. Okay. Because
All right,
because everyone thinks I'm going through something when I'm not.
Yeah.
Right? That's the problem.
Hey, maybe put out the cigarette.
No, this is good.
Okay.
I took up smoking.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
It's the only way to stay up.
And you're good.
I'm good.
Okay.
Why is everyone saying I'm not good?
Because you keep saying that you're good, and that sounds.
But that's the important thing to know is that I'm fine.
What is going on with you?
I'm good.
Okay, but ever since that camping trip,
yeah,
it seems.
Well, I saw something. And I need to let everyone know that I was fine before I saw it. No root cause.
Okay, listen, I believe you.
I'm not going through something.
You know what? I've been through something. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
You know what? I think I might
Tell me.
I think
I'm not going to relate.
Okay. Well, I think I might have seen an alien when I was a kid.
Right.
But it ended up being a blimp. And I was freaking out about it for a while.
Right.
So I've been there before. So like.
No, not the same.
No.
What I saw.
Okay.
What I saw was real.
Right.
But you need to understand. You're
just going to go ahead and discount.
That I'm fine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
All right. So what did you see? It was like an alien or something?
I saw. And when I say this, I'm fine. I saw Bigfoot. Okay?
Okay.
I crept up on him. I saw him.
You saw him. It was a guy. You sure?
I think that's fair. Don't mean to gender Bigfoot. I saw a Bigfoot in general.
Okay.
I don't know enough to know what kind of Bigfoot.
Right.
I took a video.
You took a video of it.
Took a video.
Okay.
Okay. And I didn't pay anybody. I have no interest.
I didn't say you were.
I'm trying to get ahead of everything.
Okay. So you're saying you saw Bigfoot and you want me to believe that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the video here.
This is the video I took.
And he's just chilling on the side of the forest here, like as if he's just like maybe thinking about what he's going to have for dinner later.
Yeah. And what I need you to know when you watch this video is that I was in my own head, just walking through the forest, enjoying myself, AirPods in, listening to Smartless. Okay. Just going through the woods. I love that
podcast. It's so good. Their dynamic is so good.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky was on.
We should start a podcast, actually.
I would love to. And I don't want it to be about this.
Okay. Well, I mean.
Because this is just a thing that happened to me.
This is fake, right?
No,
it's fake.
No, look, I get that. I understand why.
Do you get it?
I understand why, given all the evidence in my entire demeanor, you would think this is fake. But you need to understand is this is real. This has happened to me, and I'm trustworthy.
Okay, well then let's go find him again.
Okay, I don't think that's going to happen.
Why?
Because Bigfoots are notoriously very difficult to find. It's a 1 in a million chance it happened to me. I'm just listening to Gretzky on Smartless.
Okay, let's. He's in here.
What?
This is your intervention, and we're taking you.
I'm fine. I'm good. We can read
stop
these.
Fighting them.
We can read these letters. We can say how I've affected everyone.
Okay.
Read the letters. You've affected me in the following ways. Shut up!
Don't mock an intervention.
I don't need it.
And scene. Penny, that was great. Honestly,
good.
That was good. I feel like, that's probably what a manual had to do.
Think so?
Yeah.
To walk in, I'm fine. I'm going to show you something.
At this point, I feel like, you know how there's like the products to make a bomb, like it's all on like a federal watch list?
No.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I heard.
But yes, I know what you mean.
I feel like that should also be the same. They should treat that for Bigfoot suits. Like if anybody rents one, it's like, okay, there's a sighting of Sasquatch. Are there any suits being checked out right now?
What are you doing with this?
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, we saw the video. I'm from the FBI. We know that you rented it out from Spirit Halloween in Burbank, California. So
he's just closing the door.
Closing the door. I think this would solve all the issues, right?
For sure. Because the number one thing with Bigfoot people is like that famous video of the walking.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The people are always mad when they say that looks like a gorilla costume you could get at a store.
Yes.
And the believers are always mad. And I'm just like, then show me a video where a costume isn't possible.
Yes, exactly.
That's all I care
where
about.
He's like full on, like they're diving through pools and like sweating. And that's what I'm thinking. So FBI, there's your idea right there. Thank you so much for that,
of
Kenny.
Course.
Okay, so let's move on to some spooky, scary Halloween stuff. I do want to show you this very wild person. How do you feel about vampires?
They do scare me.
Do you follow any vampire lore or anything like that?
Well, I could tell you, I was mentioning earlier that a thing happened to me in middle school related to vampires.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's why I'm kind of afraid of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But we can save that
Yes,
for
let's
later.
save that.
Let's save it.
Interesting.
I'll save it.
Okay, so
But I am like willing to believe in vampires.
you're willing to believe in vampires, but also Sasquatch. So you're
Yeah.
open to the paranormal.
For sure.
For sure. Okay, well, there's a woman who claims to be a real life energy vampire.
Okay.
And that seems real. That seems pretty real.
Energy vampires feel like a cool title for boring people.
And that is what it is. Literally, that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's somebody who feeds off of you. You nailed it, dude. Congratulations.
I'm an energy vampire. What can I say? No, you're boring.
Literally, that's what it is. If you ever watch the show, What We Do in the Shadows, there's a character with that. But a woman in the United States has grabbed attention with her claim of being a real life vampire. Helen Schweizer, known to her followers on social media as Vampire Hellie. You know, that sucks, that name. So that makes sense.
Vampire Hellie?
Vampire Hellie
Hellie?
has become a viral sensation. At the age of 29, she has embraced a life.
30 under 30.
It's like this man is a CEO of a company, and then there's a female vampire here. So at the age of 29, she has embraced a lifestyle that involves feeding on the energy of humans and adopting the aesthetics often associated with vampires. She dreamed of being a vampire. A native in Ohio in the Midwestern U.S., Hellie has been always drawn to the idea of vampires since her early years, just like you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm scared of them.
You're scared of them.
And the reason I don't buy this is the openness.
Vampires would be
Openly vampire,
Yeah.
unless of course this is a movement for vampire pride or just like to be like
LGBTQB.
I think a true vampire would not say they're a vampire,
Right.
Because they don't want anyone to know.
Yes.
And I kind of am. That's what scares me. Like in the world of like Harry Potter or Twilight, that they hide this fact about themselves,
Yes.
so that someone you know could be a vampire and
At
you
any
don't
time.
know it, right? So
Yes.
someone who says I'm a vampire, that's a little bit being like, I don't know.
Yeah. Anybody who says that there's something weird is, they're probably not that.
Yeah.
Like there's like people like, oh yeah, I'm possessed by a demon.
No.
No, that's not true.
If you were possessed, you wouldn't let us know so that the spirit could move around. You know what I mean?
Who's letting that out?
The devil is trying to trick you.
Exactly.
So unless this is a trick, like this is like reverse psychology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't think it is.
Or yeah, maybe she's like a really lonely person and she's like daring people to come and hang out with her to see if their energy gets sucked. And it's just like trying to have a cool hang, you know?
I mean, it's like the term artist. We're just loosening it up to encompass a lot of
I'm
things.
an energy vampire. Also, I do pottery on the weekends.
Is this someone who truly believes they're a vampire and is documenting it? Or is this like TikTok shop?
Come to my TikTok shop.
Vampire Hellie, buy your tea, energy vampire t-shirt.
Okay, well, we're looking at it and okay. All right.
Well, I've never put a full-on curse on somebody because that can get you for generations, and I'll talk about the differences between curses.
Okay.
Love this.
Okay.
I mean, I've never put a curse on anyone.
I'm a good vampire.
I love talking about the minutia of being a vampire.
I think that's what a vampire would be, is just like, it's all boring, like logistical stuff. If they're a vampire is also seeing daylight there, Hellie.
Hexes and
Also, I'm sorry, honey. This wig, I'm sorry.
jinxes and things like that in a different video. I do.
The teeth look real though.
The teeth do. I mean, that is a thing people do, right? Like
They put caps on them or something.
yeah,
or-
like when you would, as a child, look at the Guinness Book of World Records, all the men with like the lizard tongue. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Just
about
like
that.
the people who got maybe like when you like or
Oh,
maybe,
they were born
or
with
maybe
it.
I'm talking about like Ripley's Believe It or Not, like the people who have the elective surgery to like make themselves look
Oh,
like
right.
reptiles.
Yes.
or all that kind
Oh,
of
the
stuff.
tattoo guy that
Yeah,
turned into a
yeah,
reptile.
yeah.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about. So we're looking at this woman with some deep orange eyeshadow. Her hair looks like potentially straight from a Shakespeare play, and then her teeth
Hex people.
are
I do jinx
vampiric.
people, and here's why. I
She's
am
talking
an
about-
eclectic vampire.
It's
who
so funny that she's using the like shape of social media to be like, here's how I make a simple chicken rotisserie recipe for the weekdays.
Well, get ready with me while I get ready to suck some blood. She just said she's an eclectic vampire. That's what that is.
practices witchcraft and
Okay, eclectic vampire who practices witchcraft.
worships Norse pagan gods.
Okay.
I am not a Wiccan. I do not believe in threefold rule, and I do not subscribe to karma other than the fact that I am karma.
Wait.
And if you're being a little twat waffle, but you kissed enough butt cheeks to not get, consequences for your actions, I'm gonna use magic to hold you accountable.
Oh, so she's like a superhero.
Uh-huh.
This reminds me of me when I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
Like I really wanted to be like a sorcerer.
Oh, for sure. Same.
And yeah. I watched The Craft and I was like, I want to be in that.
I for way too long fully believed it was possible to be magic.
Yeah, I think, and you are.
Thank you. This seems benign, to be honest. This more like even the comments, I love you. I feel like this is much more about like living your truth, but it is very, I love that social media allows people to posture as experts like this and be like, look, I don't curse people. I jinx people all the time, baby. I mean, there's a difference. Everyone comes up to me like, do you curse people? I roll my fucking eyes. It's like, do I curse people?
But I jinx the shit out of them.
I jinx people. If you're being a twat waffle, I'm going to hold you accountable by magic.
I love it. She seems amazing. She's great pictures.
This is Sean. He fell in love with Hellie.
Oh,
We're leaving town because my wife is a vampire. She got mentioned again
she's married?
recently in the paper.
They got a bunch of comments on Facebook.
The couple are judged because of Hellie's unusual identity.
You're not a real vampire. That's what the comments say. Okay, chill the fuck out, dude.
I love that she's like got a parasol here.
All these trolls online saying I'm fat and ugly, it's the sun.
The sun is your biggest hater. My friend Ryan will be coming over.
The sun is my biggest hater. You know who's my biggest hater? Lord Jesus, bro. Like he won't even let me into his house, man. It's fucking bullshit.
He's in my comments all the time, bro.
Yeah, you know how many people don't invite me in? It's bullshit.
I gotta be invited in. This is the idea of telling this woman she's not a real vampire is just like, why do you care?
It's just like, you're not a real vampire. Because I'm a real vampire.
I know what a real vampire is. Believe me.
Here, try to have some of this garlic. Let's see what happens. You're not a real vampire.
Well, I'm an eclectic vampire. It's
imagine her-
different. I don't believe in karma, but I am karma.
It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, you mind, do you have here's a little mirror for your makeup. It seems a little out of touch.
Thank you, please. Nothing will show up.
It's like a constant life of people trying to like gotcha her. Like, you're not a vampire.
This is just a different manifestation of my own same problem of wanting to be special. You know what I mean? I just do it by going to Edinburgh. She's doing, I did 21 performances. She's doing a performance every day.
And at the end of the day, we're all just trying to get validation from strangers.
I get it. Look, if you walk into a Whole Foods and you say, I can't be near any of the alliums because I'm a vampire, you're going to get noticed. You know?
The alliums. Oh, man. She's, this is crazy.
I love this.
I love it.
I'm a fan of her.
I just wonder, though, if she's an energy vampire, she doesn't need the canines, you know?
Okay, I didn't want to say that, but yeah. It's true.
It's true, right?
What are we doing? Unless it's I'm culturally vampire. Like, this is just historically a symbol of vampirism.
Yes.
It identifies me as such to other vampires.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's part of the vampire
canines are
culture.
culture.
Yeah. This culture.
To me, it all depends. It's just like being vegan. It all depends on how far you're taking it in a social setting. Like, I used to be vegan.
Sorry, does this have blood in it? I can't. Sorry. I can't have it. I'm sorry. How well is this steak? I can only do fucking freshly cut off the bone.
Sorry, does it have garlic in it? Yeah, it has garlic. Is that okay? No, I'm gonna die if you serve it to me. Weird.
Oh gosh. Sorry. Sorry, Father. Please don't hand me that water. If you touch it, it becomes holy. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you a vampire?
Yeah. Well, yeah, duh. That's who I present as.
I didn't think they were real.
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't think vampires
You just
were real.
said that? Honey?
Frankenstein
Get
walks
him. Did she sleep in a coffin? That's what I want to know.
You are so problematic. Do I sleep in a coffin?
Yeah.
No.
You don't sleep in a coffin.
No.
You do sleep standing up though, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Oh, well,
what
I don't
are you
understand.
talking about?
I'm just the first time meeting a real vampire.
You watch Dracula, you think that's everything.
Is that
yeah,
not?
I watch Marin, and is that you?
Well, not really. We're not nowhere near as grumpy as him.
And I'm nowhere near as upside down as Dracula.
Okay, well then, what about? Do you turn into a bat or anything like that? Sorry if this is offensive or.
No, I get it. I do.
Okay,
I just can never show you.
that's also half of it too.
I just can literally never show you.
I would love. That's the part that I'm also with the Bigfoot and with the vampire. Just like give us the proof.
Mm-hmm.
Show me the magical powers.
That's with the Bigfoot videos. That's why anytime a Bigfoot video like that shows up, I don't buy it because 90% of the people who are like true Bigfoot heads,
they would run into it. Bigfoot
Right.
footies.
And that Bigfoot is very elusive.
Right.
And so to catch it like that is nuts. And the fact that it would like to me, it seems like Bigfoot's always on the patrol.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, what the fuck?
Like never chill.
Yeah. He's like witness protection for sure.
Yeah.
He was a part of the mob. Okay, so pretty crazy. Shout out to Hellie. I wish you all the best. Feel free to come by and stop by the show. We're fans. Oh, you said you had a vampire.
Yes. So this is the story I'll tell you.
Okay.
When I was 13 years old, which is maybe just a little bit too old for this story to be happening to me.
Okay.
I had a sleepover.
Spooky number though, 13.
Yes. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
The devil was amongst me. I had a sleepover with my friends and we were up late.
Okay.
And
Classic.
this is the heyday of like E-Bombs World,
Oh.
Albino Black Sheep.
Oh yeah.
We're watching, Don Hertzfeld's Rejected and like Badger, Homestar Runner, all that stuff.
Love me a good Homestar Runner.
I think Homestar Runner is forgotten and it's a generation's.
It's most of my comedy.
I found Strong Bad Sings, the CD, the other day.
Oh really?
Chef's Kiss.
Still good?
Very funny. I think so.
Okay.
I enjoyed what I heard. So I'm at a sleepover with 4 of my friends. We're at my house.
Oh.
We're up late and
We're talking snacks.
snacks, everything. But we've reached the point of the night where the lights have been off for a while and we're like fun pillow talking, doing bits in the dark.
Yeah.
And
Pretending to jack off, but you're like, no.
why would I be doing that? But we have been up late. My parents are mad at me. One of my friends,
Classic move.
a tick of his is that he's banging his foot on the floor, kind of not thinking. And
Oh.
we're above my parents' bedroom. And so we're keeping him up.
Dad comes in,
Yeah.
full dong.
Mom mad. Just going, guys, stop.
Yeah, from does she come in the door or is she screaming from below?
It's a little attic space, so she's screaming up the stairs.
Guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you were up in the attic.
Yeah, which was like a finished attic. It's where
Okay.
my dad had his like guitars and stuff. So
Oh,
it was sort of like a
shit.
little bit of a man cave.
Nice.
But it was a big, sort of like this, just carpet.
Okay.
So anyways, the 4 of us are just gabbing, just talking about nonsense. And one of my friends gets really serious. And he goes, guys, I have something to tell you.
Okay.
And I need you to be okay with what I'm about to tell you. And we're like, okay. He goes, I'm a vampire. And we all kind of look at each other. We're like, oh, okay. And he's like, I am a vampire. And right now,
No.
I'm containing myself.
What?
I'm just showing you that this is part of myself. And so we started asking these questions of like,
And you're in. You didn't no negative.
no, at first we're like kind of theatery kids. And it's like, okay.
Oh, you're playing a game. Yes,
playing a
ending.
game.
I do love the idea of like a 13-year-old being like, guys, I have something serious to talk to you about.
Well, now hold on.
Because my instinct is like, okay, put your dick away. Like that's what my friends would have said. Guys, I have something to tell you about. Did I sit on gum? And it's like pulls out his balls. Yeah.
This is more in retro. Well, I'll tell you the story, but I would like you to know that at no point since then until now has he ever addressed or said that this wasn't true.
Oh.
Or pulled a, I was fucking with you guys.
Oh, I hate that.
So he starts committing to the bit so hard, or I guess he is a vampire, but he's dead serious.
Okay.
And so it starts transitioning from, this is weird. Okay. Haha.
Uh-huh.
To, this is weird.
Is he giving backstory, how he was bit?
I don't remember that. I do think he said something about being bit and that it's something he hides, right? But then the part that fucking creeped us out is that he said, I just need some space right now.
Oh.
And he went into the corner of the room, into the darkness, and just went like, did what I'm about to do for maybe an hour.
No, he didn't.
He went,
oh my God. For an hour? That's terrifying.
then like bouts of silence, and he would be like,
Oh God. And what were you guys doing?
I just collectively, I don't know actually. I just remember the sun started coming up and he was like, I need to go, like we just went to bed at a certain point.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he just kind of disconnected. And then we woke up and went about our business. And he went about it sort of like, what is the British say? Mum's the word?
Mom's the word.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like,
We don't want to speak of what happened.
and then your mom's asking like, hey, do you guys want like any parsley or garlic in your eggs? You're like, no. And then he gives you a look like,
Reaches out.
so did you at all balk on like, hey, well, what about the daytime? You're like at school and then the daytime and shit
There
like that.
he had answers for all of that.
Okay.
And I don't remember what they were,
Mhm.
but I know that the part of me that grew up religious, superstitious,
Uh-huh.
was ready. Like
You were down.
I was down to believe,
Yes.
and I was doing that sort of thing that like, I guess like when you watch cult documentaries, you know, when you see someone who's already been brainwashed,
Yes.
but they're asking all the questions they think they should ask by being like, yeah, but then how would you go about the day? And then he'd say something about like, I wear a coat. And you'd be like,
Yeah,
course,
of course.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I didn't know. Like
No, yeah,
I'm
that
not,
makes
I'm already
sense.
in, but I'm asking the questions to ask them, and anything he says, like, of course, sorry,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
That's fucking bonkers. Now, what would you do if you had that opportunity again?
I'm fine. No, to me, it has to do, I think if that happened to me today, it would be much more akin to Vampire Hellie, where I would think, okay, this person fully thinks, this person does believe they are a vampire.
Okay. Oh, okay.
As opposed to, I think they're a vampire, the more like, okay, this person really does
Okay.
think that they're a vampire.
And there would be no part of you that would think there really is a vampire. No part of you.
I would have to see stuff float.
Okay. You would have to see stuff float.
Do you know what I mean?
Like something that truly breaks your idea of the world.
Yeah, I couldn't just be logic and belief anymore. I'd have to see something.
Okay. Okay. I have something to tell you.
Okay.
I'm a vampire.
I can't, no. You know what? After all of that, you just saying that, there's instantly this part of my brain that's like, could be true. Could be true.
Well, it's true. I'm a vampire.
After all of this, like the cameras aren't recording.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a vampire, and that's why you only see me at night. That's why I'm a comedian, because I can't work in the daytime.
I am getting unsettled.
It's actually probably is not a safe thing to be saying, considering we're in my house and
No, but you know what it is? I'm realizing.
and
is
I
that-
do have vampire good looks.
Okay.
That's a big part of
Now
it.
that's
So
true.
check that out.
Vampires are always hotties.
Nosferatu? Fuck that dude.
Whew. Hey, back then beauty standards are different. You know what I mean? I do think you saying that makes me realize. I think what was scaring me back then is the belief.
The commitment?
I think the commitment, and also maybe I was recognizing the like, this person might be
A little
a
unstable.
little unstable.
Yes.
But my friend wasn't unstable.
Yeah.
I think, if anything, if I had to go back and assess it as an adult, I think it's classic attention seeking.
Totally.
Yeah.
100%. You're like, put that in a little hidden. Make that a character later. Wait, so have you checked in with him at all?
Yeah, he's
living
doing well.
yeah, he's doing
I haven't
great.
seen him
Lives
in
in
a long-
Transylvania. He's just living his best
Yeah.
life. God, he's got great style. Very classic style for
His
sure.
Last name is Vlad. Huh. Last name. It doesn't make sense because Vlad the Impaler is his first name. But crazier things have happened.
His last name's Vlad. First name Dracula. You haven't checked on him at all?
No, he's a guy that like we were good friends during middle school and just kind of went our separate ways in high
You should
school.
check on him
I
to
did.
see if he's a vampire.
I mean, to be fair,
You're doing everybody. He could be sucking blood all across the East Coast right now.
Last time I saw him, he was a bartender, which is a great job for a vampire.
Yeah, give him too much to drink, suck their blood out in the alley. Oh, it's just a drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So who knows? And when I saw him, it did appear as if, a classic situation where you haven't talked to someone in a million years and you don't really know what to say to each other. So maybe he was concerned that I had found him out.
Oh.
And it wasn't just social awkwardness of years of not knowing each other. You know when you bump into someone and you're like, hey, how's it going? I actually don't know really who you are anymore.
Yeah, like okay, so imagine I'm the guy. I'm like tending bar. Hey, what's up, chap?
Hey,
Kenny,
how's it going?
Oh my gosh, how are you?
Oh,
how are you, Kenny?
Hey,
what can I get for you?
This brings something up. This is gonna sound nuts.
Can I get you a whiskey or a vodka?
Oh, I'm actually good. Thank you. I actually don't drink animore.
I don't drink alcohol either.
Oh, well, that's great. Hey,
yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound maybe a little nuts.
What?
But do you remember?
It's so good to see you, by the way. You're great. I've been following you. You're UCB. Oh, I've always wanted to go.
Yeah. Well, they have shows at night.
Oh, they do.
They do. Yeah.
Well, I do. Midnight shows. I work very late. So what is it? What you doing in town? Huh?
This is, I'm just passing through, visiting my parents for Christmas. Thought I'd stop by.
You smell great, by the way.
Thank you. It's my wife got me some cologne for Christmas. Yeah.
Type O blood.
Oh. Hey man. I gotta be honest. I had a blast with you.
Yeah. We said playing N64, Homebad Runner. Good.
Yeah, playing Bomberman 64.
Yeah, WrestleMania 2000, so good. I love when the blood happens. They get bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta go.
You would never bring it up.
Never bring it up. Because now at this point, it's just like
it's there, like it's so obvious. Right?
That guy's annoying.
Well, but no one wants to hang with me. I guess I'm an energy vampire. Okay. Final story. This is a crazy one. Legitimately nuts fucking real ghost story. You ready for a real ass ghost story?
Yeah.
Okay. She asked TikTok if her house was haunted, and then the cops came, and it all unfolded on a TikTok live to where a cadaver sniffing dog discovered something at her house.
What?
Yes. Okay, this is Bonkers Town. All right, so I'm going to show you the first video. Her name is Katie Santry.
My house is haunted and I'm freaking out. Like I'm literally shaking. This is my sunroom. This is where I work. I sit here.
So she's sitting in her office, sunroom.
Here. This is the space. I worked in here last night until about 6:30. Everything was fine. Shut my laptop. We close these doors. The dogs don't come in here at night. No one is in this room. I'm down this morning to work. Screen shattered.
Okay, we're seeing a shattered screen.
Down here.
Okay, some of her stuff is moved, it looks like.
Okay.
Hanging off. But the fucking kicker for me is that that only goes on this shelf and only goes on this shelf ever.
Some sort of cream.
Up here.
Okay.
Why? I've never put it there. I don't put it here.
Now, not scary to me so far.
Not scary, right? But she is saying essentially that her house was haunted or something. Somebody came in and fucked up her place, right? I don't know. The thing that's down and is always there is a little sus to me, to be honest with you.
I get a little cynical about social media.
Yes, right.
About like, all right, my computer snapped. I was making a little video, saying I got haunted.
And then we did just watch Vampire Lady, pretend to be this, right? Okay.
Well, she is.
It's there when I work. Why was that there? Here's the next bit of important information. So we're building a fence, and back here, we dug a hole. There is a rolled up carpet buried underground that we can.
There's a rolled up piece of carpet.
Okay.
In the ground.
That so far now we're cooking.
Came across as we were digging this hole. Rolled up carpet. Who the fuck and why the fuck is there a rolled up carpet underground?
Okay. So she went on to make about 42 videos all in a week. It went from I think my house is haunted to this.
I turned on my camera. I made a joking TikTok that must be a dead body.
So we're looking at police with do not cross signs. Viral TikTok sparks investigation.
When the police came, I recorded the whole thing on live, absolutely not thinking anything was going to come of it. I was like, this is a funny ending. We'll put a bow on it and then everything's done. And when the dogs leave, we're not digging. We're just building the rest of our fence. I immediately started shaking. I knew that I had over 100,000 people watching it live, not anticipating that to happen. Honestly, if I thought for a second that this was going to happen, I probably wouldn't have done it on live.
Mm-hmm.
Even after the first dog sat, I really...
So let me see if I can actually find her video where she does this.
What is she claiming haunted her house?
So
is
she
it an
thinks
Italian mob ghost.
Yeah, there's somebody died and was rolled up into this carpet and is trying to get her to dig them out so that they can have some sort of peace.
Okay.
Which I think already, I have lots of thoughts about that.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, how fucking lucky is this ghost? She was already a TikTok creator, right? So a TikTok creator moves into your house and you're stuck in purgatory. You're like, fuck yes. Finally, we can get some satisfaction. And it just so happens that I found somebody that's literally going to spark interest in this. She's doing like get ready with me videos about like, get ready with me. Why? I talked about my experience about going to the psychic, talking about the rug that's buried underneath my house. All that to say, I'm going to show you. I think she has the video of it somewhere.
Okay. So I'm sitting outside with my friends who were actually the ones that were here for the dig party and trying to like decompress from everything that's happened. My anxiety is so high, and I cried on TikTok Live with 100,000 people. And
she's on TikTok
I'm
Live
going to
with
insert here the
100,000
video
people.
of the dogs marking. It was already on live, and that's why I'm basically going to share everything that is already out there in the world. And then anything that happened essentially after the police told me to turn off the camera will remain in the hands of the law. They will be here tomorrow to dig. And yeah, but here is
She
the video
looks
of
honestly shook.
the dogs hitting.
Okay, so we're looking at her yard. We're looking at a dog around a marked fence, assuming where, and that's a cadaver dog, right? So a cadaver dog, the whole idea is they sniff out if a dead body's there.
Wow.
And they will mark it by sitting down. Now we're cutting to, so we just saw one dog sit down. Now we're seeing a second dog. Same spot, sniffing around. And just sit down. And this is happening with 100,000 people on TikTok Live.
Wow.
Sitting down. What are your thoughts?
That's more just amazing that it got captured.
Yes.
It doesn't scare me so much because the similar thing where I said earlier, like I want to see things float. I would be scared of the ghost stuff if she on live stuff was moving.
Yeah, okay.
Like in her sunroom,
yes.
If we saw the computer like fly off the table or something,
yes,
that would scare me. This is just like took my breath away of more like, wow, that's just wild that's on film.
Truly.
And just like that you found it dead. To me, the crazier thing is we're digging a fence, we see a carpet, we're like, what is it, a dead body?
And then it's like, oh shit, it might be a dead body, right? Yeah. Also, coincidentally, there's like something in that office that happens that gets stolen or gets broken.
Yeah.
Super fucking weird, right?
That to me, I could see, but I start to get a little skeptical of like, oh, hey, some stuff broke in my office, but also, hey, we were digging a fence. There's a carpet in there. It's like, yeah, let's feel a little disconnected.
I was very skeptical as well, but then I heard about the fucking dog sitting down. It's like, okay, did we just fucking really, maybe we're not going to see floating sort of thing, but this is pretty goddamn close, right?
This is nuts. I mean, this is just wild to see on the internet.
Yes, right? Truly fucking wild shit. Unfortunately, it's not a dead body.
No.
Yes.
What? After all this?
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, it's not a dead body. It ended up being like a false positive. But
from two dogs?
From two dogs. It's
put
like
the dogs down.
fucking bury these dogs afterwards. So I haven't checked in on this story in a while.
While there are several theories floating around online, in a statement to E! News, Columbus police say as of Friday, October 4th, they removed several small rug pieces from the ground, but all tested negative for human or animal remains, and they do not plan further testing. Katie says she's relieved, but
The question remains of why did the dogs hit? I don't know. Both dogs, not just one, two. I don't know. The other question remains is who broke my laptop? But the mystery of the effing rug is solved, and there is no body. There's no body.
It ended up being there might have just been blood on the rug, which also,
Why is there blood on the rug?
why is there blood on the rug?
Why'd you bury the rug?
Why was it buried?
Yeah.
Pretty spooky shit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not spooky, hey, ghost floating.
It's real spooky.
Yeah. Why do you think a bloody rug would be buried, though?
It was an embarrassing moment at a dinner party that reminds an ex-husband of the relationship they had.
Yes.
And they need to get rid of it to move on.
Okay. All right. That's decent.
Or someone got murdered on it and they need to get rid of the rug.
That's probably more it, right? Probably more murder. Yeah. Anyways, when I saw this, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking bonkers. And also it happened right in the beginning of October.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for spooky season. This is what I'm saying. Like, how lucky was this ghost? This ghost was lucky, man.
Not every ghost gets an influencer.
Yeah, right?
Who's interested in making wild leaps.
Just like jump into it.
It's funny to me that like her office is so regimented that it's like this is usually here.
Yeah.
If that happened in my office, I'd be like, oh well, I guess I left a window open.
I feel like the people that put stuff very specifically there, I don't get,
I am chaotic enough that the ghost would have to be pretty severe.
Yeah. What would it take? What would it take for a ghost to like, we're talking, like a broken computer laptop. Would you?
No, I'd be like, well, it's my cat's or I was an idiot and I left it on the edge.
Okay. All of your cupboards are open when you come home.
Took too much NyQuil. Sleepwalking.
Loud bang in the night.
That one gets me.
Okay. Scary
That's a
times.
big one. I actually, you know how they say you're either fight or flight? I found out once I was living alone in college and a painting, or not a painting, a framed something fell off my wall.
Oh.
And it went, it was glass. And it was because I had not nailed it in properly.
Uh-huh.
But I heard this huge sudden crash of glass.
Yeah.
And I awoke running
towards
it.
Interesting.
Going, get out! Get out!
So you were fighting?
I guess so.
Oh,
it was
crazy.
I just was up and I was like, all of a sudden, like I was running towards it.
That's crazy. So there's actually fight, flight, or fawn.
Really?
And so you could have been like, hey, that was really good. Hey, oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing over there? Oh my God, it's so fun. I'm sure you're having so much fun. Yeah, just walking into the door.
Fight, flight, fawn, or finagle. Well, I understand you've broken my painting. Now, will we be paying for this?
And $100 is the highest rate. Yeah, so crazy that happened. I've had some ghost stuff happen to me before.
Really?
Yeah. I was cock blocked by a ghost. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
Because this is also one of those things with the vampire that it could have been a prank, but it was never brought up ever again.
Okay.
So I've told this story a few times, so I'll make it quick. But just to let you know, I was over at a girl's house. We were watching a movie, and she wanted to, we're interested. But her roommate comes in and was like, ugh, Billy is doing it again. She's moved my backpack. And I was like, oh, you have another roommate? There's no. Billy's our ghost. I was like, bullshit. Essentially, you want to see? Let's talk to him. They bust out the Ouija board.
Oh, wow.
And essentially, Billy starts talking to me, naming my middle name, which nobody knows, and then saying my street address where I lived. And essentially is where my family grew up, where I didn't currently live, but my house.
Yeah, this is spooking me out.
It's pretty fucking spooky, right? And they asked, like, Billy, do you want him to leave? And he said, yes. And it was like, they were like, get out. You have to go. He wants you to leave. You have to go. Like, we don't want to fuck with that. So I get up, and underneath my chair is my driver's license, which had my middle name and my family's street address. And never talked about it ever again. We never hung out, me and this girl. And so it could have been like they were fucking with me, they pickpocketed me and stole the information. Or the ghost pickpocketed me and checked the information. Because it's not like Billy because he's in the afterlife.
Yeah.
But yes, this happened to me.
Either way, that's how
Either way,
feel.
he's a cock block.
Yes, of course. Either way, the ghost is a cock block. But either way, it's also creepy.
Super creepy.
That's how I feel about most anything with the supernatural. Is like, even if that Bigfoot video we saw earlier is fake, seeing people film that would freak me out. Who's the guy in that costume? Who's the guy that needs that?
That person would probably be more likely to kill you than the Bigfoot to hide the secret.
100%.
Because you're messing with millions of views and dollars here.
If that's a prank, that's pretty involved.
It's so involved.
And it's impressive to be like, text me like, hey, I don't think it's working out with this guy. Can you do the Ouija thing?
Exactly. That's what I've been saying. It's like, it's so crazy to do that. But she never brought it up ever again.
Well, you can't. That would be so rude to bring it up. Hey, by the way, you know that thing that happened the other night? That wasn't real. We just wanted you gone.
But also, it's such a bold move. Ladies, shout out if you've ever, what is your way to get out of have you ever faked a poltergeist in order to get out of a shitty date? And granted, we were watching The Matrix, and so yeah, it was like probably not a good date. But anyways, pretty spooky stuff.
As a side note, maybe it gives some context. The person who told me that they were a vampire also told me that their brother used to like scratch on their walls at night to scare them, and would like gaslight them and tell them that it wasn't them.
Oh, so he was like learning it from him.
Yeah, I think it might have been like, I'm just remembering this, a familial sort of like creeping people out.
Shit.
Which is from some movie. I don't know what movie it's from.
The scratching and pretending it's not.
It's from some horror film.
Yeah.
And the brother copped to it. But so
this guy never did.
Passing it forward.
Well, you got to come back on the show after you check on Vampire Guy and let us know how it goes.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll see you in the next Kenny Goes to Sleep or doesn't go to sleep. That'll be your spooky version.
That's Kenny Never Sleeps.
Kenny Never Sleeps.
Wall
Street and Kenny Never Sleeps.
You know, my friend who lives in New York said, "The city sleeps. They just don't turn the lights off."
All right. Well, we end the show with a game called Wild Guess.
Okay.
And that is essentially the improv game Mind Meld. You've played that game before?
I have.
So we individually think of some our own words. We count to 3 together, and we say those words, and we try to get the same word.
Okay.
It's a wild guess. You ready? This is where the paranormal psychic ability happens right now.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, you got a word?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, vampire.
Licorice.
What'd you say?
Licorice.
I said licorice, vampire. Okay. 3, 2, 1, red.
Oh.
Black and red.
Black and red. Okay.
Black and red. 3, 2, 1,
roulette.
color. You said roulette?
Roulette and color.
Fuck.
Roulette and color.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
3, 2, 1, dice.
Gold and dice.
Gold and dice. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, money. Mafia and money. 3, 2, 1, drugs.
Vig and drugs. Is Vig something from Sopranos? Gotta pay your Vig?
Gotta pay the Vig. It was such a specific reference. Okay, Vig, drugs.
Vig and drugs. Okay.
3, 2, 1, gambling. You said
taste.
Taste and gambling.
Gotta get a taste. I'm trying to go fast, not be helpful.
Okay, taste, gambling.
Taste and gambling.
Okay.
Taste and gambling. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, spaghetti.
Buffet.
At least we did food.
Buffet and spaghetti.
Buffet and spaghetti.
All right.
3, 2, 1, Olive Garden.
Lamaine and Olive Garden.
Okay. That's good.
Lamaine and Olive Garden. Okay.
3, 2, 1,
noodles.
PF Chang's. Oh, I almost said noodles. I thought you were going to say PF Chang's, though. God damn it.
PF Chang's and
noodles. All right. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Stir
Asian.
fry.
Stir fry and Asian.
I mean, there's a lot of options.
There's so many here. Okay. 3, 2, 1,
soy
walk.
sauce.
Walk, soy sauce.
Now I feel the pendulum swinging farther away.
Get away.
Walk
and soy sauce. Okay. 3, 2, 1,
Asian
food.
cuisine.
Asian cuisine, food. 3, 2, 1,
rice.
menu. Rice menu.
Rice menu?
Rice menu.
Rice menu. That sounds like a name.
Yeah.
I am rice menu.
3, 2, 1, combination. Ooh, God damn it.
Combination.
Okay.
3,
2, 1, order. Fuck.
Special order.
3, 2, 1,
secret
customer.
menu.
God damn it. Secret menu, customer. 3, 2, 1, receipt. Oh my, dude, I almost did In and Out. I swear to God. No! I gotta.
In and out receipt.
In and Out receipt. Okay. 3, 2, 1, white.
Hamburger. White hamburger.
White hamburger.
That's my favorite rapper, dude. He's from Minnesota.
I'm White Hamburger. Check it out.
Laying down the patties. Patty Manu's. White hamburger. Now that's a cryptid.
Yeah. Okay.
White hamburger. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, mayo. Frozen and mayo.
Frozen mayo.
3, 2, 1, fast
icebox.
food. Icebox, fast food.
Icebox, fast food. Icebox, fast food.
3, 2, 1,
Dairy
lettuce.
Queen.
Lettuce and Dairy Queen.
Oh, you got to get the lettuce blizzard. You ever had that?
So good.
Upside down, doesn't come out. The lettuce
I just
blizzard.
love when it's just green on top of there.
Ooh.
All right, lettuce blizzard.
Or lettuce.
Sorry.
Lettuce Dairy Queen.
Lettuce Dairy Queen. Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, dessert.
Nuggets.
God damn it. Chicken nuggets
and dessert.
dessert. Chicken nuggets, dessert.
I got something.
Me too. 3, 2, 1, frosty.
Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots, frosty. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is it. 3, 2, 1, ice cream. Ah.
Wendy's ice cream. No, this is good.
This is good.
It'll be another 15 minutes.
We'll never end this show. This show's a vampire because it'll never die.
3,
2, 1,
chocolate.
milkshake. Oh, fuck me. Chocolate milkshake.
Okay.
I
got something I could say.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, vanilla. Oh, fuck.
Malt and vanilla.
Malt, vanilla.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, 50s. Candies, candy, and 50s.
Okay, now we've hit a more
Yeah, okay.
50s candy.
50s candy. Yeah, we're getting it. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, Tootsie
licorice.
Roll. God, see,
Licorice and Tootsie Roll.
you said licorice.
I got one. I got one.
Licorice and Tootsie Roll?
Yeah. I like want to give you a hint.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, peppermint. Taffy and peppermint.
Taffy and peppermint. I got something.
Okay.
Hey, I got something.
We
buddy.
got something. All right. This is it.
All right.
We're gonna. Okay. What hasn't been said, and it has a connection between those two candies.
Roughly.
You said taffy.
Mm-hmm.
I said peppermint.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What hasn't been said. Okay. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1,
candy
dentist.
cane.
God damn it. Candy cane and dentist.
Okay. Oh my God, what's it called? Oh my God, what is it called? Oh, I can't blank on the word.
I think I'm blanking on it as well. Okay, yeah, I got it.
I know. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, cavity.
There it is.
There it is.
I instantly was like, "What? Willy Wonka? Willy Wonka? The Johnny Depp Willy Wonka? What is it he has?"
Cavities. Kenny, Thank you so much for coming
Thank
on the
you,
show.
Adam. This has been a
It's
blast.
so much fun. I hope you are sufficiently spooked out for the
I am.
Halloween season.
I'm gonna go home and look up a lot of this.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
You can find me on social media at Kenny Gray, K3NNYGRAY.
Hell yes. And you do have your UCB show on November 7th at 10 p.m. Kenny Goes to Sleep. Hopefully you guys sleep tight from this
Really
spooky
proud
episode.
of it. Come see the show if you can.
You're super funny.
Thank you.
It's some of the best character work out there. The man is a chameleon, clown, Jimmy Carrey, Robin Williams mixed up person, all into one wacky doodle person with a great stage presence, with a one-man show.
Thank you, Adam.
Everybody should go check that out. What's this say? 4 stars? The Wee Review by Edinburgh Fringe? Oh my gosh. This man knows what he's doing. Oh, and you can follow me at Adam R. Mack on all the social medias. I've been posting some stand-up, posting some news stuff, some more wild news stuff. But more importantly, like this on YouTube. Give it a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have ever been spooked or had anybody gaslight you into thinking that they were a vampire and or a witch or ghosting you.
Can I be honest? I liked it.
Yeah.
I like that he did it.
Makes life more
it
interesting.
upset me, but I'm so glad it happened.
Me too, actually. I mean, it's an yeah, exactly. Like
I feel like some people I got gaslit and like it really messed me up. I'm like, I think I got gaslit and I think I liked it.
I think I liked it. But clip that. We're gonna put that out on the internet, and everybody should go check that out. Kenny, if you could do me a favor, we're gonna look down the barrel of that camera right there, and we're gonna say that was wild on the count of 3.
You got it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
That was wild.